Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Clean Energy Edge, where we cut through the noise and get real about the transition to clean energy. So, here's something you might not have expected in 2025. Every major part of the solar supply chain is now made in the United States. That's right. From refining polysilicon to assembling modules, the U.S. has officially reshored its entire solar manufacturing chain. This isn't a goal or a press release, it's happening now. But before we unpack all this, please hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go. So, according to PV Magazine, the entire solar supply chain has been reshored from polysilicon to refinement to module assembly. That's a stunning turnaround considering that before the IRA passed in 2022, the U.S. had almost no domestic ingot and wafer manufacturing. 3 years later, the U.S. has reestablished an end-to-end solar manufacturing supply chain, and the numbers from the SEIA prove it. I mean, since 2022, again, when the IRA passed, 36.6 billion with a B in solar manufacturing investments have been announced across the country. So here's how that breaks down. 13.1 billion, again with a B, already operational. 9.2 billion under active construction and another 14.3 billion in development. These facilities are supporting over 50,000 U.S. manufacturing jobs, with projections climbing toward 100,000 by 2033. And the output is staggering. The U.S. now has over 50 gigawatts of annual solar module manufacturing capacity. That's enough to supply nearly all the panels needed for new installations each year. And that covers today's market demand. Future electricity needs, especially from AI and data centers, that's going to require even more generation and manufacturing growth. So if you want a real-world example, let's look at what's happening in Hemlock, Michigan. Solar Power World reports that Corning Incorporated is now operating the largest solar ingot and wafer facility in the U.S. It's co-located with their polysilicon plant and is expected to produce about 1 million wafers per day. So what's Corning's goal? To grow its solar business into a $2.5 billion revenue stream by 2028, with roughly 1,500 jobs tied to the investment. That kind of project, capital intensive, high tech, domestic manufacturing, that is exactly what the industrial revival in this sector needs. So why is this happening now? Well, policy matters. The IRA and specifically the manufacturing tax credits, such as the 45X credit, it made domestic production financially viable again. Demand certainly gave companies confidence to build factories here domestically and not offshore. And we're seeing this manufacturing revival, job creation, and supply chain independence all rolled into one. But here's a caveat. Even as manufacturing and reshoring advances, the Trump administration is introducing policy headwinds that will slow this momentum. I mean, a recent analysis from Forbes estimates that policy changes under the Trump administration have already killed $8 billion in clean energy investment. Meanwhile, as we've all seen, and a Pew Research study confirms, the administration is pushing drilling and reducing support for renewable energy, including pausing approvals and permits for wind energy projects, as an example. In other words, we're building a domestic solar supply chain, but we're doing so while fighting headwinds from federal policy and a shift away from clean energy support. So here's the takeaway. A lot of people still say the clean energy transition is all talk, but this is definitely measurable. You can point to the factories, the workers, and the output. The U.S. is producing the full solar supply chain again. Polysilicon, ingots, wafers, cells, modules, all made right here in the U.S. And that's not just clean energy. That's American energy independence, a manufacturing revival, and proof that climate policy can also be jobs policy. Still, the gains aren't guaranteed. Momentum will depend on stable policy, growing demand, which we're getting, and overcoming these new headwinds. Thanks for listening. And remember, facts still matter, and the future's getting built right here at home. We'll catch you next time.